Video's working. Yeah, let me adjust something just a little bit. Okay. Oh, and I'm in the wrong scene. Yeah, okay. Welcome in. I'm Brad Botnick. And we might finish the commission tonight I'm working on. Um, yeah, so we can just jump into it. I'm going to mess around with some things I don't normally work with. It's always fun to learn new stuff when trying to do this. And I will see how it all goes. Yeah, so we'll just jump straight into the process and go from there. Yeah, so this is where we left off. You can see if I go to the rendered view. Take a bit of time. Yeah, there we go. So I kind of made a blinking rig. And I think I did mess up one thing here, where this is might be picking up the wrong material. It's quite a bit darker, but it just be the lighting as well. Oh, Night Owl Mocha, thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing good. You're having a good night if you are being a night owl right now. But if it's the morning as well, then I hope you're having a good day. But yeah, that's what we're working on. So this should be fairly straightforward. There's kind of 3 states to it. There's the idle state. There's the blinking state. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me... is this better? Maybe like that. There we go. I'll just... Oh, maybe around there. Be a little bit better. But yeah, so that's what we're working with. And yeah, we have 3 states to animate. They're granted it's limited keyframes. But yeah, so we're going for a stop motion look. Normally I go, I think, about 4 or 5 frames per state. Well, blinking is normally just like, yeah, it's still like 4 or 5 frames. So I just have like a little bit of body motion to kind of go with these blinks. You can kind of see the keyframes I made for the test one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Though that should be 5 because we need to have it return to the beginning. And yeah, that's the plan. So I already got like the actual eye blinking. And let's make sure the interpolation is correct. It's a little bit laggy, just because of the way it's being rendered here. If I switch it here and then hide this temporarily, you can see also has a Boolean operation, which kind of makes it a bit less responsive. But yeah, so you can see we got the blink. There's going to be a little bit of eyebrow animation and stuff like that as well. Yeah, there's going to be a bit of moving around. Like if I go to my other scene, just a moment, the music is going to stop as well. Yeah, so here you can see it's not actually being reactive right now, but you can see how it kind of works. So you like a little bit of like body wiggling. And it's like the idle animation. But there's not really a blinking animation on this one because my eyes are always closed. I think I do have a blink setup though, just because that's, like that's something subtle. We can get the idea of how it works. So this is just like a 2-frame thing here, but I might do 3 frames for the idle. Yeah. And then we get a little bit more animated. So we have like kind of 3 mouth shapes. So we have like a big mouth opening, and then like a smaller mouth opening. And yeah, that's kind of the plan with this. So we can actually do the mouth right now. Might be the best way to go for a start. Let's save this as a new version, just to be on the safe side. And I'm debating for the mouth, which material to go with. Because I could go with maybe like a felt to kind of distinguish it from everything else. Or it might be good to keep consistency by using one of these other materials. Like maybe this. But we can just start by getting, let's see, we can just start by using, kind of grabbing this one. And this uses a shrink wrap, so we can just offset it. We got solidify, and we can just make it thinner. Let's increase the offset a bit. Then we can shrink it down. And see how then we can make it, oops. There we go. And then I think I want to go into substance. Actually, it might just be easier to go over here. Then I can copy material to selected. So that might be a bit too gray. So we can always try it with a different material. Might be too dark. So maybe just see if one of the ones we already have works. We want to subdivide this more. And I'm thinking I might want to solidify this a bit more. So we can add thickness here. Yeah, because the idea is we could do like this kind of a thing. And we could also shrink it down for an ooh. But it doesn't really feel as tactile as I want. So I'm wondering if maybe I should go and set up a like a felt material. Either that or should go into UV here. And make this a bit bigger. And definitely make it smaller. I think the scale is definitely being a factor here. Well, let's just have a default size. I wonder what's going on here. I cannot select anything. Oh, that'd be why. It'd be fun to have maybe one of the mouth shapes kind of use this same tooth to make a sort of like an E sound, I guess would be a way to describe it. I can try it out. But the first one's going to be this as a basis for the shape key. You can try one that's bigger. And let's see. I need there's a setting in here. UV mapping. Preserve UV aspect. It's one of these in here. Let's see. Let me just double check this. Okay, here we go. It's in here. Correct face attributes. Nope. Oh, it's because of that? No. Or does it only work if I do actual manipulations? Nope. No, there's one of these options in here. I wonder if it's because of the material I'm using. But generally, the correct face attributes should work. It's no biggie though. I'll just do it manually. UVs. While it's doing that, shouldn't be the offset. Oh, interesting. Maybe it has to do with... Nope. Well, the easiest way to do it is do this and then apply a scale. And Blender's really chugging today. I may have to do a bit more work on the computer. We have this. Oh, that's the issue. Because of the shape key. So we have that. Now I'll do the shape key. Activate it so I can actually visualize it. Now if I make another one, so let's do a shape key here. And just do a simple that's good. Now this is having the behavior that I want. So maybe it's a matter of the setting in substance. This is cycles EV physical size. So I think I want to do that here. Oh, did it reset? It did. It's unfortunate. The one thing I don't like about this substance panel is it doesn't seem to actually work with the undo history. Well, I know this was the cotton, I believe. Yeah. I'm going to change the resolution probably to that. What's going on here? I just need to set the scale. What's going on there? Yeah, I need to go into shading. Hi Mossy, how's it going? You're having a good day. I'm just working on this 3D model. No idea why it's acting the way it is. So by all means, it should be working. I rectify. You can see the preview there. Oh, it's because it's like triplanar. So I guess I'd have to mark seams, clear seams where we don't need them. So interesting that it's like the top and the bottom are fine. So maybe what I need to just do is, because I got the behavior that I don't even have really the behavior that I want for this, because it should be working that way. Maybe, let's see, how much work have I done so far? Not a lot, so I think it'd be a bit easier if I reverted to see if I can save my previous texture. Okay, I did. Oh, hey Jeannie, how's it going? Yeah, so I guess instead of undo, I just need to make sure I save off and then revert when I have an issue. Let's, yeah, hope you're having a good day or night. A little bit more 3D space. Okay. So first things first, once it's done saving, take this, go to substance. We are going to duplicate. We're going to apply. Now, interestingly, if I assign this, it makes it denim, which shouldn't be happening. Yeah, it's very strange. I guess I could always duplicate this here. Or I guess the other option is to, nice, good to hear you're doing good. I think I'd rather solve this problem more so than anything else. It's very strange. It is not behaving. Yeah, because I can always do the thing where I have different mouth shapes, and that way they can have the proper texture. And of course, the other decision, which is, will the texture even be noticeable enough to, and will the texture even be noticeable enough for this to matter? But I think what I'll end up doing is what I did before, which is duplicate. I'll hide the original and I'll name it like mouth, and it's going to be like and then I can hide that, and then I can use this one, scale it down. And we'll call this one mouth O. And so the idea would be I would just keyframe the movement, and then I would just edit the UVs. Yes, we have no. In fact, I think I want to be a little bit more up here. And then I want O to be a little bit more down like that. Oh, hey Layla, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. I had a pretty fun Gartic phone game earlier today. I didn't stream it. I still got to work on my kind of collab streaming setup stuff. But yeah, I was over on Melanie Peppon's channel, and it was also on Crackly's and Sketch Eddie's channel, and I think a few others. There's also, yeah, Detta also streamed it. And, yeah. Oh, hey, Megaviv, how's it going? Yeah, I'm doing good. And yeah, I'm working on this kind of stop motion animation reactive. And yeah, it's been fun. Just yeah, the group have been kind of playing like Lethal Company and Among Us, and Gartic Phone with is like a group that I've known for quite a bit. I mean, like the kind of webcomic circles and stuff. And especially like specific ones, like specific communities and stuff. And it's been a lot of fun. Just kind of do a lot of like community games with them, especially the art ones. Like Arctic was a lot of fun. Yeah, but yeah, so tonight I'm working on this reactive. Yeah, so Foxander, who this is for, they're really big fans of medium molecule, and they already have a tearaway reactive. And so I'm doing my best to make this very Little Big Planet like. I just realized that this is smooth in the groove, the music. Might be a little bit quiet, but yeah. Oh, Adder Lovely, thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Let's go to animation. And we are going to do a new one. We're going to call it like just mouths, I think. And we are going to keyframe mouth. I can just do I. Oh, hide viewport property render. There we go. I can do that and that. And then I can go here. Then I can keyframe that. Then I can, whoops, and then I want to hide it and turn this on, keyframe those. Now I wonder if there's a way I could view, probably not, so this might actually not be viable. Well, yeah, hope you can get some sleep at some point, but if you're working on anything, hope it's productive, and if not, yeah, just vibing is good. Yeah, let's delete these keyframes. So we can do things a good old-fashioned way. Blend mode, alpha clip, and blend mode, alpha clip. Oh, I gotta actually make a duplicate for this one, this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, these are going to start out with alpha 0 and alpha 0. Yeah, I know that can happen, like I do the same thing, actually. Often, actually let's undo these. Because I need to make sure that these are, let's do mouth. So on mouth, we want alpha 0. Oops. We want alpha 0. Oh yeah, so it looks like we cannot do animation action sets combined. But the nocturnal is kind of nice because, just it can be quite relaxing. Yeah, so next, let's also see if we can view all of my keyframes. It's in here somewhere. The main thing is I just want to make an animation set, because that would end up, maybe I just need to do the dope sheet. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Oh, hey, B, how's it going? I wish I was able to stop by for the your last experimental stream. Yeah, I was actually dog sitting last week, So I was pretty preoccupied, unfortunately. But it sounded like a lot of fun. Let's see. Yeah, it was. I was dog sitting two different dogs. One was a Australian cattle dog, and one was a German Shepherd. And oh hey, Esper, how's it going? Good to see. Good to see you. Good to see familiar faces. But yeah, it's one of those things where the dogs have very different personalities. Um, so one is always looking for, like belly rubs and attention that way, while the other one is looking for playing tug of war and stuff all the time. So I learned it's very difficult to do both, especially when you're on a computer chair trying to get work done. It has wheels on it. So, trying not to roll away while, also uh, getting work done while also taking care of the dogs. But yeah, they're really good. It was a lot of fun. The other difficult thing was we got a lot of heavy rain last week, so the owners didn't get a chance to take them on walks before I started the dog sitting. um, so yeah, they were a little bit energetic, I could say, but it all worked out in the end. I'm getting a little bit of ghosting somewhere in here, but it might just be the render updates. But yeah, I saw. I think you finished Pokemon Blue, was it right? Recently, Hesper. It's always fun going through the classics. Yeah, so I think I need to take the interpolation and make it constant. Then I need to do the same on the ah. And if I select both of them, yeah, so these should be like this. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's a lot of fun, going through and getting your favorites. Oh, just Flyby, thank you for the follow and welcome in. Hope you're having a good day or night. Okay, let's see. Oh, this might crash maybe. Yeah, so I'm singing if I need more mouth shapes or need to make any adjustments. Let's turn down the samples on this because we really don't need like any. Or 4. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this is turning out. And something I'm actually I'm excited for. If it really depends on the feature set, but I don't know if anyone's familiar with Feline Entity. They're a great 3D, like a VTuber 3D artist, 3D modeler and rigger. They've been doing a lot of cool stuff with Warudo. But recently they've been working on an FBX tuber application in Unity. And depending on how well that goes, I'd love to test it out to see if I could, bake down my textures and everything from here. Because all in all, like by VTuber standards, this is a fairly small model. So it'd be really cool to have the reactive, but have to be able to rotate however they want, Oh, hey, Batham, the Demon. I think, yeah, Batham, I think, just for short. I remember that from last time. But yeah, how you doing? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and if it could be rotated, that'd be nice because let's also get the lenses back on. Yeah, then you'd actually like see the tail and stuff, and then I'd probably add a little bit more like the stray lines and stuff, and yeah, you'd be able to see more of the hat and more of the like just like the details around, make it really fun. Yeah, it would give like like um the people that I'd be making these for, like a bit more flexibility, a bit more of kind of the power. Oh, it looks like we're going to start an ad in a minute, so I apologize for that. But yeah, I'll have more of the flexibility of 3D or reactives. Oh, nice. Hopefully you have a nice, cozy, warm night. Yeah, so there would be like a locomotion system that I could set up in a VTuber program. I just really like the stop motion look, and you could do that with like animations. It'd just be a matter of rigging the animations. Oh, and thank you for the blanket. Appreciate it. Yeah, just be like rigging up kind of the animations to like the audio input. So if I don't get kind of the feature set I want, like from the thing that Feline Entity is working on, because I think, they're working on kind of making it ease of use and stuff. And the idea is you swap out models, which is great for, very, I guess, what works super well for like the low poly and different kinds of styles, which is just replacement animation. Like for example, I think Sonic Roboblast 2 Kart uses the same system where it's essentially using different models and then just swaps them out. Kind of in the same way that Mario Kart 64 swapped out the different sprites. Yeah, so where I might like do something like in Godot where I can just swap between different animation states. I have like the stepped animation. And I could always, hide and unhide stuff like I'm doing now, but inside Godot's animation editor. But yeah, I'll have to see how that will all work. But yeah. So there are the kind of things that. Oh, there's the ad break. I apologize. Wait, I have something for this actually. Mm-hmm. Oh, 2 a.m. soda. Welcome in. Let me give you a shout out. Yeah, I think we're in the middle of an ad break, so hopefully you aren't hit by it. But let me give you the shout out. See what you're up to. Ooh, Undertale Yellow. Hopefully that was a lot of fun. I know like a lot of people really enjoy it, especially the music. And more Undertale is always really nice. And yeah, welcome in everyone. My name's Brad Botnick. I am a 3D artist and a motion designer. And we're working on some 3D tonight. Making a kind of stop motion 3D reactive model. Or an APNG tuber, as one might call it. But yeah, hope you're having a good night. And yeah, welcome in. We do cozy kind of work along or just chill out streams. Yeah. And thank you, is that Cat Capuche, Capuch, and Purple Fish? Wonderful name. Welcome in. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Yeah, it seems like it is like kind of a good, wholesome, cute, fun. I have yet to look at it or attempt to play it, but it looks like a good time. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, my little polar bear character was designed by Jen Rose. Links to her in my bio, or the panels down below. And yeah, the one I'm working on right now is Foxander, who is another VTuber, or PNG tuber, maybe might be more specific. But yeah, they have pretty chill streams as well. Play a lot of good music and play all sorts of games and does like amazing art. Yeah, thank you. Let's see. So this is the kind of character that's going to look very stop motion-y. I know for Foxander's other models, they're also sort of PNG tubers. They have like a tearaway model. Oh yeah, welcome back. Yeah, welcome back from the ads. I do apologize. It's yeah, sometimes we got to put the ads on just because I run out of the snooze buttons. But yeah, welcome in. Yeah, like I can show you a sample of what I've done before. It's not functional, the reactive itself. Let's see. Yeah, it's a bit broken right now, but this one's probably a bit better. So you can kind of see this isn't working fully, but actually let's undo that and scale the group. But yeah, so this is one I did before. And yeah, so this is when it's talking. So it's you got a few frames. Just a simple like 3 mouth shape thing. And then there's like an idle animation. And then there's a blink. And yeah. So that's what I'm working on now. So I'm thinking on this one, because it's a little bit more detailed, I'm going to go with 3 mouth shapes. And there's a little bit of like a, yeah, it takes a bit to update on this, but once I do the final renders, there won't be the kind of left, like after image. But yeah, so we got closed mouth, and then we got open mouth, kind of a ooh mouth. And then I'm thinking I might do like an E mouth, which is going to be like a, like maybe like a toothy mouth. So we're going to see how that goes. Yeah, I really love stop motion. It was a long time ago that I did my last stop motion animation, but I did one with a friend. Yeah, so being able to kind of try to do more of it is it's fun. So I kind of want to try something out. Yeah. It's always good seeing, like familiar faces. So seeing a few AM Soda is always super, super welcome. It's always exciting to have, have them in their community stop in. Yeah, so I'm thinking here, the idea I'm having here is if I put all these teeth together, that I can maybe kind of organize them in a way to fit together, and then I can use a Boolean to kind of cut them into the shape I want. So it looks kind of terrifying at the moment, but I'm hoping it'll turn out good. Well, thank you for the hydrate, Puffy Pixie Gaming. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, so you used to help your friend with it all. Should a bit more. Oh yeah, like the brick. Let's actually move while I drink. Let's not look at the the teeth. But But yeah, Lego animations are a lot of fun. The one I did was a mix of clay, and then I just used the art tools I had on hand to make stuff. Then my friend had like the camera work and equipment to really make it nice. We did like other things, like we had a camera, or sorry, a train lighting kit that we were able to use as well, and that worked. Did the job for what we needed. It was a lot of work though, because had very small dials, because it wasn't designed to be like used for frame by frame. But yeah, that is a lot of fun. Okay, so we have that. I'm just trying to get the rotations in correctly. Maybe because one tooth is dominant, we can have this one end in this way. Then we can do this. Yeah, and then just have to trust me on the fact that this might actually work the way I want it to. Just want to make sure these overlap a little. Yeah, it's it's kind of like it's just like anything. It's a thing where once you learn the limitations, you kind of get the hang of it. Actually, it was going on for like a couple of years, but there's a local thing called Gumby Fest, because Gumby is a studio local to like Southern California, and they would get people that used to work at the studio doing talks and whatnot, and basically some of those people ended up working at other local stop motion studios, including Disney. And they talked about how when they used to do it, stop motion animation, it would be a thing where they'd build up the set and do their shot, do the animation, and they wouldn't know if they things turned out right until the film got developed, like a few days to a week later. And like they didn't have like a computer monitor to preview from. They just had the camera's viewfinder. A lot of the times, when you're using they did have a motion capture rig, which could help with advanced camera stuff, but a lot of it was a lot of like hand stuff. And it was like a thing where that was the only way to do things, so you just kind of learned how to do it that way, and kind of worked with the limitations you had. It's pretty fun to see how hear about all that kind of stuff. Yeah, if you're worried about clay, something that could also be good is needle felt. But yeah, we had some like issues when we did our last me and my friend did our last stop motion animation. Because we ended up having a thing happen where it was really hot, which had the result of melting the clay. But then we had the other issue is that a storm came in, and so we had the issue of when we cooled the clay, condensation started to build up. And so the issue with that is it would build up in kind of the eye sockets, because you'd have the the plastic eyeballs, and so we had issues of the eyes moving on their own and stuff. And it was a Halloween stop motion, so it was like a very fitting thing. It's very funny, but yeah, just a lot of things we had to like balance. Let's see. want to make sure that this keeps its form. I could just set the seam, the bevel weights, seam weights, crease weights rather, something like that. But I'm just really used to using control loops. So I think I want these to be like down. I want these to come up. Or maybe we want these to be like that, and these to be, in which case I can dissolve these. Equity, thank you for the follow. But yeah, it's definitely something that feels very rewarding. At least it felt like that to me, to do stop motion. Because it's like a matter of like putting out a bunch of work, making things by hand, and seeing it all come together. Like making something physical have life. Especially because you're kind of orchestrating something that can be a bit complex. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to do is make this wireframe only. And then I'm going to take this, add a Boolean, and save, because it'll probably crash. If the string goes down, I apologize. Difference. Yeah, and I was afraid this was going to happen. Let's see. So let's separate these by loose parts. Let's make this a new collection. We'll call it teeth. And, oh, actually, this is going to Boolean. Actually, let's undo that, because what we want to do is we want to, actually, let's see. I want to do exact. Actually, yeah, let's those parts. I was really hoping, there we go, intersect. I just want to get it to about where it's going to look good. Maybe just like that. Let's try increasing. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do apply. Which means I can delete this. I think this works fairly well. Let's join these. Let's go to auto smooth. There we go. And now let's see. It's a bit too kind of gnarly. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it doesn't read super well. It was a good experiment, though. Yeah, it's a bit meh. So let's try one more of these. So we can duplicate this, and we can duplicate its material, and we can wait, why is it working? How is it intended now? Maybe that was the issue, is it was working before, but maybe this mouth E. So maybe it was working, but the issue was when it does its kind of generation of the material, it requires more space to work or something. I'm not digging this. Let's go to animation. And let's show all the mouths. Mouth E, we can move it. Now let's go to AEO. Right here, scale it up. Now why is E not showing up? There we go. Oh, that's why I need to increase the timeline. Well, what's this? Hold on. Oh, I guess I was caching the material. Yeah, no problem. I always appreciate, hearing people enjoying the streams. Yeah, glad it's a help either for focusing on your own stuff or maybe getting some good sleep or uh, just calming, having a bit of a peaceful time between things. Yeah, glad it's something that is enjoyed. Oh, thank you for the blanket, Prickly. Hope you're doing well. Having a good day, maybe. It's interesting that this kind of stumbles over itself with the material generation. Hopefully it doesn't do that during renders. It shouldn't, but you could always increase the samples maybe. Maybe just try 8 and see if that helps avoid some of the issues it's been having. Go to UVs. Maze the Lion. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Now, I guess we could just switch back to this. We hide the eyes because we're not really using them at the moment. It's already keyed. That should help with playback. Yeah, welcome in. And thank you. Yeah, the one I'm working on right now is Foxander, who is a live streamer that does chill gaming and art streams. And yeah, my design was done by Jen Rose. And her info is in my panels down below. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is going to be a animated reactive. So I think these mouth shapes work. I feel like I might want to have one more. We'll call this a start. We're just going to move it up a bit. And if we go, so if we select all of my mouth shapes, actually let's do main ones and grab them all, move them 5. And then if we have a start. Move a start back to 0. This one. Interesting. So a start should not have the same animation set. Interesting. Let's go to the animation tab. Dope sheet. Probably need to go into the let's see, action editor. Oh, I see what the issue is. Never mind. The issue was that I did not duplicate my material. So now I can move mouse start to the front. So now we can mouse start. Make sure nothing's overlapping. You can see that some things are off. Okay, now everything should be aligned. Now why does mouth A have... Okay, it doesn't. So now everything should work as intended. Doesn't seem to, though. So if I hide all my mouths... Okay. Oh, is that the end of the Little Big Planet soundtrack? Oh, no. There we go. Oh, that's a bit. There we go. Okay, so we have... this. Let's see where things are going wrong. I see. Okay. Well, oh, I know what it is. I need to think, set all these to constant. Or maybe I do need to set some of these to end a bit early. Like 1 frame early? No. I'll just see how this goes. And of course we can come in here and add our, looks like we need to re-add our shape keys. Oh, Harper, how's it going? Let me give you a shout out. Yeah, let's see what you're up to. Yeah, hope you had a good stream. Ooh, Resident Evil 4. That's a lot of fun. Hope you had a lot of fun there and had exciting things happen. And yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, from the Harper and the Hoppers, I am Brad Botnick. I do 3D art and motion design. And tonight we're working on a 3D stop motion reactive. Oh, you've never played it before. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to hear your opinions about it once you get it you're finished in terms of where it is on your Resident Evil rankings. I know when I first played it, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, it's just all around good game. Oh, and yeah, hello, Sweet Potato Yowie and Kelly Calypso, welcome in. And Nortania, always good to see you. And yeah, you're all doing good. But yeah, I think I played. Oh geez, I was probably like 15 or 16 when I played Resident Evil 4 for the first time. Resident Evil 5 was a lot of fun too. I know a lot of people don't like it as much because it's like not like serious, kind of got thrown out the window. But like I played it and it was like a great kind of co-op experience. Let's see, what was I doing in here? Yeah, I'm testing out my mouth shapes. Oh yeah, so I've got my kind of in between here, mouth A start. You can kind of see what I'm working on here. I'm working on mouth shapes for the talk. So the idea is to have like a little talking loop. Yeah, so this is kind of like the mouth closed kind of a thing. And then we got kind of mouth opening. And it's a bit glitchy for some reason. But yeah, there we go. And then got O, and it turns into an E. And then the idea is to take this and duplicate it and duplicate the material and then bump it up and end the animation. So it's going to stop at 30. Granted, I'm only going to render the actual keyframes on this. And then I'll do the timing elsewhere. Yeah. Oh, and as always, I know streams can go long and be tiring. If you need to get up, get a snack, get a drink, take care of anything, or get some sleep. Yeah, health always comes first here. And it's always recommended. Yeah, it's always good to see familiar faces and friends. There we go. Yeah. The Big Planet soundtracks are always just really good. For the last few streams of working on this, I've been, you know, just playing through all the different soundtracks. Yeah, so I think here, I'm not a fan of second mouth, so we can delete that. I think I'd rather have it end with this one again, which is mouth A start. So we can just duplicate this for the end. Oh, hey, Maisie, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Oh, I saw you got into V-Fur. Congratulations. Yeah, hope you're having a good night. Or day, depending on where you are. Good time zone. Oh yeah, Elden Ring can be pretty intense. But yeah, it's always welcome to come chill. Whenever. I hope that Elden Ring went well. It's interesting that it seems to not be able to load things fast. Yeah, hopefully any bosses you went against didn't take too many times to you know beat. Let's see. Let's get to my rendering system. Yeah, we're set to everything correctly. Oh, here's a texture timeout. We try changing this. I'll probably set up a disk cache later if I start using the compositor. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with how the mouth is going here. I do think let's select mouth start. I do think from here I want to keyframe the position and the Z. And I think here I want to raise it a bit. I want to change these to be a constant interpolation. In fact, while it's hidden, we'll do the move. And then once this all happens, what I'll do is I think I'll move all the mouth stuff into a collection, and then maybe parent the collection to a null or an empty. And then that way I can just hide the whole collection while I do the rest of the animation. Yeah, and we can make it so it doesn't hold as long on the last keyframe. Actually, we want it to be there. We want it to just end sooner. Yeah, so it looks like I won't probably get all the animation done tonight. So maybe I'll see if I can do another stream tomorrow night. If not, I'll try to get one in on Tuesday. Wait, yeah, on Tuesday. And hopefully, yeah, so the idea is to have this done this week. And then I can probably take a small break before getting to the next one, which is one of these models, but for Boomba. Yeah. Yeah, so this, now it's a little bit too short. Mouse start. Yeah, I'm probably going to go for like another 30 or so minutes. So maybe we will stop any new raids. And yeah, we'll keep working. And then we do like a bit more setup tonight, so then we can just do some smooth animating tomorrow. And let's unselect it. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to need to try to remember what some of these were for. It's probably left over from before. Yeah. So those are saved in my old files, so I can delete those. I can get to organizing more of this. Yeah. I feel like I had these as separate objects entirely. Maybe I'm going crazy. Oh, you know what? I think this is the old one. And I need... we don't need the stitches. Need the cubes. Showing that that makes that disappear. Oh, I see. Those are the curves. Yeah, that's an old version of the mouth. That was an old... Oh, that was not. Actually, yeah, so that was just a very old one that is not being used. Or maybe that was the main one. What's the other one in here? So I go to here, I got cube. Oh, I see. So yeah, what I want to do is I want to delete this one. Or the cheat is, so that's got, so if I take this and apply, I can select the other one, and I can join. So I want to select this one first, then the cube. and join. Delete faces. Nope, wrong one. Control I. Delete faces. And now we have our higher resolution one as our main head. It looks like it hasn't messed up anything too much. I do notice that some of these stray edges are having issues. That might just be... I shouldn't have anything on bearing on it. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's coming out. So this one is not being used. Cylinder. So just mark it by having it like that. And we definitely have a button I gotta find. Oh, Coconut 890X. Thank you for the follow. You're doing well. This is going to drive me crazy, actually. Oh, here we go. Got cube, and cylinder. Yeah, so this one I can delete. It is not being used. We can call this just the eye system. So we can just like that. But yeah, we're doing good, Coconut. I think I am missing something though. So we got eye system. This which is inside the eye system. So if I hide this, it doesn't hide what's inside it. So I want to take this and I'll take this in the controller and we're going to turn it into a new collection. If it's, let's see, new collection, eyes. Okay. Make sure that still does parenting. Yeah, so that's there. Actually, it's supposed to move everything. It gives me kind of a decent controller on the... Yeah, that's what it was for. So now if I go to eyes, I can disable... Wait, aren't these? There we go. Yeah, so the eyes have a little blink system. It's a bit resource intensive, so I just want to make sure that I can disable them when I'm not animating them. Oh, thank you. Is that Vitashia? Hopefully I said that right. I really appreciate it. Yeah, trying to do just chill art streams. So yeah. Not sure what else to say, but thank you. And hope you're doing well. Yeah. Yeah, probably not going to be going for too much longer tonight, maybe like 15 to 20 minutes. I think we're making some good groundwork on getting kind of things rigged with the mouth movements, kind of like the talking loop in place and the blinking. It's the rest should be fairly simple, because basically I'm just going to be applying my mirror modifiers, and I'm going to be changing origin points. So example of that here is, I did not realize I triangulated this. The Buzzy Bub, thank you for the follow. We're doing good. Yeah, so let's separate this by loose parts. And we can take this and we can do origin to selection. Let's see. And if I can't do that, let's do that. Set origin. Okay, yes, yeah, so I got to do two-step. Cursor to selected. I'll just add that to quick favorites. Oh, child, thank you for the resub. Good to see you. You're doing well. So now I can do origin to cursor. Let's do origin. Set origin to 3D cursor to quick favorites, and now I can. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that was my issue. Oh, interesting. Quick favorites is context sensitive, so now I can set origin to 3D cursor to quick favorites. There we go. And I also want to do, yeah, that works. But yeah, welcome in, child. Hope you're doing good. Or cursor is selected. Origin to 3D cursor. And then we don't really need to do that here because I can just separate by loose parts, and then parent, transform, make this cleaner. Again, origin to 3D cursor, sorry, origin to geometry, and then origin to geometry there. Now I gotta that, and I can always adjust the cursor a little bit later. Well, that's a great combo. That's the Stosh. I'm not too familiar with them, but I'll have to check them out sometime. Yeah, so we got that. I'll need to adjust the movement a bit later. This is all going to move as one piece. So I want to make sure this is parented to this. I want this to be parented to the jacket. I want the jacket to be parented to the body. I want this to also be parented to the body. I want this to also have origin to geometry, so it's centered. Let's see. I want the body to be parented to the hips. And then here we do a mirror, apply. And we can apply this and then do another subdivision. And get back a little bit of that volume we lost. Those parts. And we can do origin to 3D cursor, sorry, cursor to selected, origin to 3D cursor. Actually, if I do this, then I can do cursor to selected. Then I can do origin to 3D cursor. Yeah, that's better. Let's remove there. There we go. I am talking. Can you hear me? Hopefully I'm audible. Okay, then here. Okay, thank you. And here we will separate those parts. We're just going to assign. I might weight these with bones later. And so apply the mirror here. And here we are going to cursor to selected. And then we can, oops, let's close parts. We can go here, origin to 3D cursor. Cursor selected. Origin to geometry. We can take this. Object cube transform. Current object cube transform. Yeah. No, it's good. I know that my voice can often blend in with like background music or, blend with kind of the background frequencies and whatnot. So, oh. Actually, I just realized because you're resubbed, you can hear me anyways during the ad breaks, child. Well, you should at least if you can, hear me with your audio setup. Okay, so we need to. Oh, I'm missing something in here. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Let's see, what are these called? Stitch 9. So I just need to look for the stitches. There we go. There we go. Now, I guess the question is, do I want to have the feet move with the hips? Because it might be more fun to, parent hips to a bone, and then I can set up the bones for the feet. And that way I can kind of do a little IK thing. Oh, and welcome back from the ads. Yeah, because I feel like this is kind of the general movement I'm going to be doing. But I do want the feet, the feet to be kind of planted a little bit. I can always do it manually. That may be better. We'll see how it goes. We also want the tails. Let's see if I join these. Does it break anything? Or does it just unify the, kind of does. So let's just parent these. We can parent to this. Well, let's, actually, let's do this. And then we can merge into 3D cursor. And then we can take that and apply it to the hips. There's going to be a little bit of that movement. So I think I will rig the, do like a bone setup between the hips and the feet. Yeah. I do know I want to parent this, the stray hairs. I actually got to do the mirroring first. Mirror, apply. Loose parts. Apply. Loose parts. And I feel like I can apply. Can't apply. So, loose parts. Okay, good. Wait, that did not do anything. Can I, okay, that works. Shoot. I was kind of worried that the geometry nodes wasn't going to work, but it seems like it will. This is a little bit loud. There we go. Okay, so I want this. Oh, Ryu Spirit VTuber, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. We're going to object cube transform. Let's see. Let's triangulate these. Nope. I just need to manually do the, well, first things first, we can apply this one. And that will, yeah, put the cursor a bit closer. There we go. We move it a bit forward. Welcome back. Sorry if you got disconnected there. If need be, you might need to refresh. Yeah. Okay, now we have, you want to make sure these, let's do a few things here. Stitches are going to parent to the head. Parent these to the head. Parent these to the head. Parent these to the head. We're going to parent these to the hat. We're going to parent the hat to the head. Then these will parent to the head. And then we are going to take, oh, this is very retro. Let's see. All the mouths will be parented. Okay, so this did not get parented. Tooth gets parented. Now, the stitches did get parented, but oh, I see. So the mirror modifier has to happen after. So if I apply this now, so I think I need to apply these. Okay. So now this should, yeah, I will be separating them later. I want the lenses to be parented to the glasses. And I think I'm going to make a empty. It's better right here. And scale it down a bit. And now we can parent. Let's rename this. We can parent our glasses to it. We can parent our glasses controller to the head. Oh yeah, we need to be parented. We have this. Let's origin to geometry. Argent geometry. Probably need to adjust the seed on these stray hairs because it's changed after applying everything. Okay, so let's see. We got these stray hairs. Seems like a pretty good origin point. Now, I don't know if I want to have the head parented to the body. Maybe. I'll see. They shouldn't matter too much because I'm going to be just doing the stop motion style. But maybe I'll just do that for now. So now if I do this, yeah, so once I get the legs going so that they'll rotate with the proper position with the hips, that should look really good. And then I should, I think, be set for the limited style of animation that I want to be going for. And for the idle, I can just hide the mouth shapes. So let's see, if I take all the mouths, got the hotkey to go all the way down the hierarchy. So I got mouth A, E-I-O-U, and start. New collection, we're going to call this mouths. If I go to mouths, they should keep their position in the hierarchy, which is nice. Then when I don't need them for one of like the idle animations or blinking, I can just hide them. That'll make things run a bit faster when I'm animating other things. Same with the eyes. So I can kind of treat collections as like animation layers or like components rather. Yeah, and then instead of like, I can have certain things hidden and unhidden by default. And I can just use the checkboxes to render them. So hit save. Yeah, I might like adjust some of the stuff so there's like a bit more scale, and then that's where the texture cache seems to get caught up. But once I reset things and go to do another loop, it'll work. And then once I do a few quick renders later, I'll get an idea of timing and whatnot on some of this stuff. Probably some mouths. See if I need to speed them up or anything. We can see how things look without any of the stuff going on. I'm going to have you like some movement on the mouth and stuff. Oh, hey, Turk, how's it going? With a blanket. Hope you're doing well. And so this is the progress we've made so far. We've got the mouth shapes. And we got everything kind of in a hierarchy. Oh, nice. Can't wait to see what art you end up making. I hope you do share it. You know, when you're done with it, or when you want to share it, or anything like that. In a Discord or anywhere like that. Or you could even just message it to me if you really want to. I mean, yeah, that's always fun seeing people's art. Ah, got it. Yeah, no worries. But yeah, I hope it goes well. My general motto is good art's good art. Yeah. This sounds like an Extreme G song, actually. Oh, that was the end of it. So let's listen to like a little bit more music. And oh, this is a different one. Let's see. There we go. Trying to think if there's anything else I can work on. But yeah, hope you're having a good time doing the art. Do I have? Yeah, okay, I get material on the button. Yeah, so normally I'd have. So a few things I need to kind of figure out on this is what I want the focal length of my camera to be, what I want the angle to be, because until I can see about like the FBX tuber thing that Feline Entity is working on, or making my own system or something like that, I will keep it as animated PNGs. And animated GIFs. I'm going to do kind of both. It'll probably be something like this, or it'll be, thank you. I'm in Starlight Memories. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I think we're going to be wrapping up fairly soon here. Yeah, you can see I've got, some blinking and mouth shapes. It's a little bit choppy. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out. Yeah, so I think the two kind of options I have are having it kind of be like this, where it's kind of more angled, or having it be kind of ground level. Which, if you're like a VTuber, you're in the corner, right? I mean, I can also set it up like that, where I do like the whole VTuber scene, and then readjust based on how it would be set up, in a stream. But like with the lens distortion and whatnot. But I think for flexibility, yeah, thank you for the follow, Starlight Memories. Much appreciated. But yeah, I think, yeah, we're doing well. Somewhere probably a middle ground like this probably would be what I would end up doing. Because kind of the ground level would work better for the corner, but I also don't know if the Foxender would, the client would also have any kind of like zoomed in kind of scenes. So probably something middle of the line like here probably be the ideal. And the idea is when it's the talking, the head will turn a little bit as everything moves around. Oh, I forgot to turn the eyes. Now I believe, yeah. So I believe these are parented to the eyes. So I just need that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so it'd probably be like this. And then when talking, the eyes are still mirrored. Actually, it's interesting that it's like this, because my mirroring should be relative to this. So yeah, so that's the eye controller for the mirror. So if the eye controller moves the, yeah, that should do something, but so this one will just be renders, right? So yeah, so this is just gonna be renders. So it's gonna be like animated GIF files or animated PNG files. I can show you a sample here real quick. Da-da. Yeah, so it's like this. So it has like a stop motion look to it. And this isn't like rigged for talking because I think it's broke when I updated OBS. But when it's talking, it'll be like this kind of a thing. And then it just uses the volume level to activate the same way PNG Tuber does. Yeah. Yeah. Now let's see. Can I apply my mirror and not have things break? And the answer to that is no. So let's undo that. Okay. So we have the mirror happening after the Booleans. Well, let's see. If I apply my mirror and then I separate loose parts, then we'll I see. So I would need to have a mirror modifier. Oh, okay. So, interesting. So maybe if I parented, oh, maybe I'm parenting to the wrong thing. So if I do this and then, no, let's undo the mirror thing. So translate works. Oh, I think I know what I can do. Origin, actually, no, let's control location. And if I then interesting, okay. What bisect does. Nope. Interesting. Okay. So normally when I clear the mirror, And why is it like that? Can I just cheat this by putting a single vertex in the middle? I do not recommend this because this is very, very hacky. Yeah, it does not seem to actually... I see. So when I have the... I see. Okay. So I want to do the same thing here. Origin to 3D cursor. Not BI controller. Let's change the rotation and rotation. Oops. So now there we go. And moment of truth is, does the blank still work? It does. Okay, cool. Save this as a new file. I'll do one more song and then we will call it For the Night, I think. Yeah, so it'll probably be like this. When talking, the head will turn to face the camera a bit, like this. Arm will raise a bit, arm will lower a bit, body will move a bit. And then the legs will move and whatnot with it. And then everything will kind of move all around and rotate to different little talking poses. And that should be that. I do need to adjust the what you call it? The origin point on this, so that the shoulders feel a bit more natural. Might even use bones for that, not sure. But yeah, I think, yeah, next week for sure. Or not next week, next stream. I should be finished, I think. Oh, Spacefish, thanks for the follow. And thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, and the hydrate is a job well done for the stream. Hope you're doing well. I think we're actually probably going to be raiding out fairly soon. Pretty much once the song ends, I think I'll look for a raid target. Or, you know, someone to raid. And yeah, we'll go from there. Yeah, so I think I see who we can raid. I'm thinking we might raid Juby Art. I know them back from the DeviantArt days when their username was Joodles. But they do the Cut Time webcomic, and they're a really awesome artist. And right now they're drawing Freelins. Freylins? I need to work on pronunciation of things. But yeah, it looks like they just started. Let me just make sure that they're not going to... Yeah, it looks like they're doing a pretty chill stream. So we can... and we haven't raided into them before, I don't think. If we have, it's been a long time. So, Juby Art. And yeah, let's, yeah, hope everyone had a good time. Thanks everyone for stopping in. Sorry you kind of caught the tail end of it, Spacefish, but, yeah, I should be streaming, if not tomorrow, Tuesday, I think for sure, to get this done. Yeah. And, so that'll be it for tonight. We can do a 3D bear raid if you would like to. And yeah, that'll be it. Thanks for stopping in, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.